Welcome to 2019! This is going to be an interesting and emotional video. It's the beginning of the end. I am finishing one of my major stories, Golden Girl. So this is the second most read story I've got on episode at the moment, and it's time for it to finish. It is on, I think, 46 or 47 chapters at the moment, and I kind of know how I want it to end. I was intending to end it at about chapter 40, but I had lots more ideas and I didn't want to rush the ending, so I just kept going as it felt natural, and now it feels time to end the story. So I kind of know how, I know how I want to tie up all the loose ends, but it's about bringing it together now. And I wanted to create this video so that I can show you how to end a story, because there's so much focus on starting a story and, you know, getting people involved in the characters. But the ending of a story is just as important as the start, because you have to leave people feeling satisfied with the conclusion. Like, I don't want to just leave loads of open endings, because I don't plan on doing the Golden Girl 2, so I want to, everything that I've spoken about in the story, I don't want to leave anything forgotten or anything unturned, so I will show you now how I am going to write the end, the final chapters of Golden Girl. It might be one chapter, it might be two chapters, it depends. I also haven't quite decided on what I want to do at the end for a major choice. So in episode, obviously you make choices, and a lot of the time, especially with all my stories I've ever finished, at the end you have a major decision. You can pick one thing or the other, and it makes a totally different ending. I can't decide at the moment whether I want to do that with Golden Girl, because there are two love interests, and I don't know whether you should pick between either of them or whether I just decide for you. I'm probably going to have a choice though, because everyone likes to choose. So, incredible notebooks, as always. Everything is, everyone needs a notebook in their life. This is a friend's notebook. It's from Urban Outfitters. It says it was £10, but I'm pretty sure I got it in the sale. So, what I have done, step one of finishing a story, I have written down every storyline that I need to clean up, that needs to be finished. So, when I got to chapter 40, I made a list of everything that I wanted to come to a close. So some of these storylines have been cleared up. So now what I'm going to do is identify the storylines that still need resolution, that has not been resolved yet. So things to think of are I'm already thinking ooh, new storyline. Oh my goodness. So instead of introducing any new storylines now, I don't want to do that. I want to close everything up nicely. So I need to hold myself back from trying to introduce anything new. So the core things that I will need to sort out is Sandra and you, because obviously at the moment, if you've got this far, you're not friends right now. So you need to sort that out. Luke and Jared's wedding. I feel like I'm giving away so many storylines. Dr. Rhett. So what I'm doing now is literally just going through, thinking of all the storylines that I've started and need some resolution, and then I'll put them all together. There is so much more than I thought that I have to finish. Okay, great. So now I have identified basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 storylines that need to be closed. So now I have to think about how many chapters I'm going to do it in and how I'm going to bring it together. So now I know what I have to close. I have X amount of chapters to close 8 storylines. I need to think about combining them together, making them interesting, making it all flow. Because you don't just want to go scene, storyline ends, close. Scene, story, you don't. You want to kind of join it all together. So what I'm thinking is maybe one big event where we can combine a lot of these things. So it's been about an hour now, and I had 8 storylines to combine together, and I have done it across 3 chapters. I think 3 chapters was the best because it gives 2-ish storylines per chapter. So I've roughly planned out 5 scenes for a chapter, 7, 8, chapter 47, 48 and 49. And then I think I'm gonna go up to 50 chapters, but like the 50th chapter will be being able to play the other option. I did in the end decide to give you a choice, like a major choice. Normally I will just do like a choice between your two main love interests, but I've come up with an idea that makes it more than just about romance at the end, more about less about who you end up with and more about who you end up as. Oh my god, that was such a good line. So now that I have those 3 chapters planned, I am going to actually release all 3 chapters at the same time. So I'm not going to try and rush myself to write it all. I'm going to go through writing every chapter, but I'm going to write them all together in one. So I'm going to add all the backgrounds to them, get it written up onto the portal, and then I'm going to just go with dialogue for each scene. I'm going to try and write it all in one sitting. It might take 10-12 hours, so I'm probably going to do it tomorrow, write all the dialogue, because it's getting kind of late and I don't want to stay up till like 6 o'clock in the morning. But that is how I plan the end of a story. When if I've already got a general idea of how I'm going to end it, I will get my trusty notebook out, write down all the storylines that are still open and things that I need to bring to a close, and then I will start writing, start planning scenes, and then I'll break it down to as many chapters as it needs to be, because you don't want to rush it, but you also don't want to like make it too long and boring. So Golden Girl's gonna have 50 chapters. I can't wait to publish. What I'm going to do also is, because the story will be complete when I update it next with 50 chapters, I'm going to get a new cover as well for the story, which is being worked on at the moment. So hopefully it will allow people to recognise it as a complete work. It's great. Hopefully it'll get noticed. Fingers crossed. So I think I covered everything in this video. If I didn't, I apologise. If you want to know anything else, comment down below and I'll probably try and reply in about 2 months' time. Just kidding, I'll probably like it straight away because I don't have anything better to do. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. This year is going to be the year of YouTube, so hopefully I'll have loads of videos coming out. So don't forget to watch them all, binge them please. Thank you. Bye! This is why it really takes me so long to do stuff. I spend too much time on my own.